Hey folks, my name is Ravish and welcome back to another video in the series of DevOps projects. Now, today's video is interesting, and in this video we are not asking anything about the cloud part or the cloud DevOps, nothing about that. We are entirely concentrating on the DevOps capabilities. We are entirely concentrating on the pipeline. So the very basic question will come that what exactly do you do in your pipeline, what is the project, and how you do the deployment. So in this interview I have asked the candidate each and every step. Explain me each and every step, what exactly you are doing, what is happening in the steps. And there are multiple steps, like why are you checking out the code, where is the code, what CI tool you are using, what kind of a tool you are using to build them, compile them, war file, tar file, or anything. On the archiving, why are you using Nexus, what is the difference between Nexus and JFrog, a bit about SonarQube as well, and then a bit about deployment strategies as well. So take a look at this interview and understand that this is a very basic question that every DevOps engineer needs to understand. So this question is kind of suitable for like 3 to 4 years of experience, and this can be asked with someone who has less than experience than that. So concentrate on this interview. Even if the process is different, your organization's process is different from our process or the candidate's process, you need to write down each and every step of your organization process, because it is going to be asked in an interview, and any interview can pick it up and ask the stages, what are exactly you are doing. All right, so that would be today's video. All right, so if you're new over here and seeing me for the first time, my name is Ravish and I create content for DevOps and cloud related stuff. Kindly subscribe the channel because it really motivates me to create more content like this. So without further ado, let's get started.
So I've worked on the tools such as Jenkins, SonarQube, Maven, Gradle, Fortify, Udeploy, Docker, Ansible. I have worked on these tools. So in my current project, like my roles and responsibilities, they have multiple freestyle jobs for a single applications, and they are each dependent on each, like checkout, then clean build. So upstream and downstream job for a single apply. So I'm migrating those into the CI/CD pipelines. So CI is being done using Jenkins, and CD is done being using AWS code deployed, and as well as like branching strategy, as well as I have worked on, and like DevOps matrices, change time, lead time, failed deployment, past deployment. So I have integrated Apache, in Apache Develop, and integrated Jenkins, GitHub, and the and used to check how many commits has been done, how many like still repositories, all the things, and the failed past deployments into the Grafana dashboard. So that's the.
Okay, so you said that your total experience is 6.5 years, right?
Mhm. Yes,
And your relevant experience in DevOps?
4.5.
4.5. And in cloud?
Cloud, I have recently started working from Capgemini.
Okay, so less than 1 year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Um, can you please explain me your project? Like, what exactly does it do?
And the project is like they have multiple applications which are into the freestyle jobs. Means they have a into the Java applications, and that they are like using freestyle jobs for for checkout, build, and all those things. So that I am migrating into the CI/CD pipelines. So that I'm doing.
Okay, what is the technical stack, tech stack behind this project?
The thing is that this project is meant to like a few the project involves many teams, like other apart from Capgemini also there are a lot of thing, it's like other clients as well with this project, and few of the applications they have given to the Capgemini team to work on. So once those things will be done, like yes, and they are then the Capgemini DevOps team will be part of their central DevOps team. So first, initially, they have started like this.
Okay. No, no. I was actually looking for the like what language this code is written on the project.
Java.
Java. And what type of application is it? A desktop application, web-based application, anything, mobile application? What kind of application it is?
Tata Click. It is a Tata Click e-commerce application.
E-commerce. I mean, you have to access it through web, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. So, what is your role exactly in this project? What do you do on a general basis?
So the general basis, any deployments is coming. So I'm deploying onto the so environments. Then integration of the Jira with Jenkins, and then this DevOps matrices, as I mentioned. Then migrating to the freestyle jobs into the CI/CD pipelines. Like this, I'm working.
Okay, okay. So, your pipeline is declarative or scripted?
Declarative.
Declarative. Okay, okay. So, can you walk me through the whole pipeline from step one till deployment, whether you do production or something, or how many environments do you have, dev, stage, QA, whatever, from first step till the end step? I want to know the knowledge of the life cycle of your product.
Yes, there are two pipelines. First, like on the on premises and cloud. So I explain because cloud is something it's not completed fully. So I'll explain on premises.
Okay.
It will start with the pipeline, then agent any, then environment sections. If you want to declare any environments with that, so you can declare environments if you're using any environment variables. Then after that, triggers the means like any GitLab trigger on portion, trigger on request, like that. And after that, parameters. So in that parameters, you can declare boolean parameters. Then any choice parameters if you want to specify. Then tools like JDK8, and after that, stages will start: stage checkout, then in stage checkout, then the code is written for the fetching the code from the branches. Then stage clean to clean any build artifacts, previous any build artifacts. Then stage build for building the code. Then stage generate matrices for the Jacoco test report. Then stage test for the Git, like the integration test. Then stage compile. Compile metrics and archive metrics for the archiving the artifacts for that. And then stage sonar quality gate for the code quality coverage. If that code quality meets with that, then it will execute that pipeline. If not, it will abort the pipeline. Then state static analysis for the Jacoco test code coverage and JUnit. Then stage dev deploy. When like I have specified the when expression like params dot env is equal to dev, then it will deploy onto the dev environment. Then stage QA deployment, then stage staging deployment, then stage performance deployment, and then stage QA deployment, UAT deployment, then stage demo deployment for the demo environment, stage L2 deployment, and L4 deployment. And if there is means like continuous testing, so that stage CT, like for building the then stage next evaluator image for the storing the your applications, and into the storing your artifacts into the application, into the Nexus. Then post email notifications for the past and failed deployments, like that.
Okay. So, what was the first step?
Stage checkout.
So you are checking out. Okay. So, what is the like repository you are using on which platform? I mean, what is the source code management over here?
Source code management is a GitLab.
GitLab.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the difference between Git and GitLab?
So the Git is a command line based and it provides multiple commands, and whereas the GitLab stored as a like a code and takes like takes a minute, and GitLab backup is a command line utility and which mostly runs on the Linux server as a GitLab.
Okay, so GitLab is like, do you install anything for GitLab or something? I mean,
No,
what do you need?
already it is provided GitLab.
Okay, okay. Um, what is the difference between Git rebase and Git merge?
Git rebase. So Git rebase is like you have to means like Git rebase means Git merge and Git rebase are used to like to work combine work for the multiple developers in one code. Like Git rebase is a command that allows your developers to integrate changes from one branch to another branch, and the git merge is used to allows you to merge the branches of merge from branches from the git.
Okay, okay. So you were talking about the branching strategies, right? So what are the branching
Mhm.
strategies that you folks follow?
The branching strategy is feature, develop, master, pre-prod, and prod.
Okay, so let's say there is a bug in production.
Mhm.
Okay, how would you get the developers to fix it, and what would be the branching strategy then? So,
Uh,
so
so
I would like to reiterate the question. So your branch, which branch goes to production?
uh, uh, this prod branch.
Prod branch goes to production. Okay. So now there is a bug in production. How will you work it out now in the branching strategies?
Bug in production means any error means you mean to say.
Yeah, production. The error came in production. For example, your ecom application is running on your production server, and your client has notified that there is a functionality that is not working, which is very much essential to them. Okay. Now, how will you get it fixed from the developers? What would be the branching strategy then?
So, first, I means like if there is any issue, like then I will check like if there is firewall issue or anything issue regarding with the developer. I will ask developer to fix that, or else it will go to the hotfix branch.
So hotfix branch. So you will create a hotfix branch, right?
Yes.
So you will create this hotfix branch from which branch? What would be the base branch for this?
So the base branch is production branch.
Okay. Now production branch has a new hotfix branch, and you
Yes.
have written your code there, fix that functionality. You have checked in the code into the production branch. Okay. Now you deployed and everything is running fine. Now, did you
Mhm.
notice that production branch does have a new code? Now, what happens to the underlying branches?
Sorry, could you repeat it again?
Okay, so ideally, what happens is whenever you write a feature, you do it from a dev branch, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you write your code, put it into dev, and then you push it forward to stage, then QA, then production, right? This is the
Yes.
basic scenario. But
Yes.
now
Yes.
you cut out a branch from production branch. Now production branch has more code. The other underlying branch does not have that. Now what happens then?
Means production branch has more bugs.
More code now. You have fixed a
Okay.
functionality, right? Because that hotfix branch, you cut it out from production, right? Now it has more code. The underlying branches does not have that. What happens now to the underlying branches?
So I have to get I will perform to track all the branches in a same line. So I will use a command so that I am not able to remember actually.
Okay, okay, no problem. Okay, what is the second step in your pipeline?
Clean stage clean.
What do you do in this? Clean?
Like cleaning the previous any of artifacts is there like
Okay, okay. What is the third step?
Third step is stage build, like assemble. Gradle is using. So that's
Okay, you are using Gradle, right?
yes.
So when you are running Gradle, what is the output of this stage?
So it will compile and build the code.
Okay, and what kind of output does it produce?
Tar and tar file, tar war file,
Tar or war?
tar.
What's the difference between tar file and war file?
Tar is tar, tar
The servers that you folks are using are Windows or Linux?
Linux.
Okay,
Like the war files are used for only web applications,
okay,
and the tar is like that. File can be like both. It is like archive file.
okay, okay. So you are producing a web archive file, right? War file.
Yes.
Okay. Um. Okay, great. Now, what is the fourth step?
Fourth step is stage uh, integration test.
Okay, so you are not putting this artifact which you produced over somewhere, or you are just placing it in some
Yes,
server?
yes. First, it will go with all the stages like stage matrices, stage sonar quality. After that, it will put into the next storing the
Okay,
artifacts.
okay. So your next step is the fourth step is some kind of testing. What testing you
Yes.
have?
Generate matrices to generate your Jacopo test code report.
Jacoco. Okay. What is the full form of Jacoco?
Jacopo is this is a plugin Jacopo.
Yeah, but it has a full form. That's how it got a name. It's actually Java code coverage. JACO. Jacoco. Java code coverage. That's how.
Coverage.
Okay, so this is a plugin. Where do you install this plugin?
It has been installed into the build.xml of the Gradle.
Okay. Okay. Um, Now it produces some kind of report or something.
Yes,
Okay, and what does that report contains?
that I have not checked. It is a developer checks that things.
Okay, okay. What is the next step? Fifth step.
Stage test for the integration test.
Okay, what do we have in this integration test?
Like integration test means integration testing will happen like I have specified like sh gradle w and integration test, and it will run the junit build test results .xml.
What do you understand by integration test? What does it mean, in the sense, and why I am running this in my pipeline?
Integration test.
Yeah.
Integration test is like what you can do is a one kind of software testing that runs for the units and the modules and the components of the software applications uh, to combine the entity or any like these modules. Of the modules.
Okay. Do you do anything for regression testing in your pipeline?
That testing people might aware of that.
Okay, no problem. Okay, after this test, what is the next step? The sixth step?
The six steps is stage compile metrics and the archive artifacts
Okay, archiving the artifact. And where are you archiving it?
into the Nexus.
Nexus. What is this Nexus?
Nexus is no, this storing artifacts. It is artifactory tool.
Artifactory tool. Is there any other artifactory tool that you know about?
S3.
S3.
Yeah.
Okay. S3 is not actually an artifactory tool. It's just a storage place. You can store there.
Yes. Yes, yes,
Heard
storage
about
was.
JFrog or something?
Yes, JFrog Artifactory, I heard it.
Okay, okay. Know the difference between Nexus and JFrog?
Nexus and JFrog. Yeah. So Nexus and JFrog. So Nexus is like uh, a JFrog is kind of X-ray scans for both regulatory issues and the vulnerability as well. And Nexus performs like the health check of the repository.
Okay, okay. So, who has done this setup on Nexus?
Already, CI team has been done the setup.
Okay, there's a different team for this.
Yes, yes.
Okay, 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 okay. So, uh, let's say, how are you doing the versioning of it?
Versioning, like in the Nexus, there are two repositories, snapshot and release.
Hmm.
So the deployment from the dev and QA, it goes to snapshot, and the deployment from the master branch and the upper branches, it goes to the release branches. So there we are maintaining the versioning.
Okay. What do you understand by repository manager in
Into the
Nexus?
Nexus,
Yes.
like repository manager is like your like a dedicated server for your application to manage the repositories for binary components.
Okay. How are you handling this authentication and authorization in Nexus repository?
So when we are producing means generating the files, so into the environment variables, as I mentioned, so there we are declaring that one.
Okay. So in Nexus, there is something known as policies. Any idea? What is that?
Access policies. Yes, I heard it, but never get the access policy.
Okay, just try to take a guess. I mean, what it could be.
Access policy.
It's okay if you don't know, but just take a guess what it could be.
Yeah, I know. Then it like provides the like administering your uh, like components stages and the policies that features integrate with other tools of that.
Okay.
Provides server applications for administrating your component stage and policies and other features to integrate with the other tools of the suite.
Okay. Is this a free software, open source, or paid software?
It is enterprise version.
No, no, not version. I mean, is it free or paid? I mean, can I?
Paid.
It's paid.
Paid. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Can you create custom repository in Nexus? Is it possible?
Custom repositories. Custom repositories. Yeah, custom. Never created, but
Okay.
yes, we can create a custom repositories. Like you have to click on the repositories, and you have to add and enter the properties of that appropriate type or artifacts. It will hold like that.
Okay. Okay. So the pipeline that you folks are using, it pushes the artifact to Nexus repository, right? So this is
Hmm.
automatically done.
Yes,
Okay. So if I want to upload manually, is that possible?
manually.
Yeah. If I want to upload it manually on a Nexus repository, is it possible?
That I'm not check.
Okay, no problem. Okay, what is the next step after archiving?
After the stage archive, then stage sonar quality gate.
Sonar quality gate. And why are you using Sonar Cube over here?
for code quality and vulnerabilities of the code.
Okay. So in Sonar Cube, there is something known as technical debt. Any idea what it is?
What?
Technical debt. Any idea?
Techniques for
Technical debt. Any idea?
debt,
DEBT. Debt.
debt,
Yeah.
technical debt in.
Any idea what it is?
Yes, I heard it. Like technical debt is like it's kind of rating to your like uh, its overall ratings range from A as in best rating to E as in worst rating, and and like maintain your sonar cube like show the result like A technical debt is less than like 5%, and B is a technical bit between the 6 to 10%, and C the technical debt is between 11 to 20%.
Okay. Okay. So you were saying that when it the build is aborted if the code coverage is less than some percent, right?
Yes,
So what is that? How much percentage is that?
80% quality
80%.
gap. Yes.
Okay. So when I say 80% of my code is covered, what does that supposed to mean?
Means whatever I have applied policies or the whatever the means language those code coverage meets with the code quality, so that's the thing.
So let's say there is 100 line of code, okay, in your project. Consider 100 line of code. It can be more, but let us consider 100 lines of code. Now,
Mhm.
the code coverage is 80%. What is the meaning of
Mm.
this?
Means it meets with the criteria of that quality code, like where you defines the like sets and rules, and that are uh, like it is not crossing that limit, so that meets with your criteria, so that's the thing.
Okay, okay,
Like
got
quality
it.
profiles.
Okay. So let's say if it has failed, uh, what is the next step? What do you do?
So if it is failed, then pipeline will be aborted.
Yeah, what is the next step? I mean, if it is
So
aborted.
the next step is like you have to check on the console output whether it is developer side issue, so we'll ask developer to fix that code and all.
Okay, 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 great. What is the next step after SonarCube?
So the next step is stage static code analysis.
What is static code analysis mean?
Like static code analysis here, like there are two ways we are using, like parallel in parallel. Uh, it is mentioned like Jcoco exclusion pattern, then a star test dot class like that mentioned config and in, and another one step into the like JUnit health scale factor like that way, and test results dot XML. I have put that.
Okay, what is the difference between static analysis and dynamic analysis?
Static analysis static analysis is like more to uh, your static means it will static your code, and dynamic means like it will change or forceful with any action, like change or forceful action.
Okay, okay, okay. What is the next step after that?
The next step is stage deployment onto the dev server.
Okay, and how are you deploying it?
Through Jenkins, I have created job. So in that I have choose as an parameter as an the uh, like I have passed the parameters dev QA, then dev QA staging. So if I want to deploy onto the dev, then I have to click onto the dev and it will deploy onto the dev server.
Okay, okay, no problem. Um, do you know what is what is deployment strategies?
Yes.
Can you walk me through what are all the deployment strategies we have?
Deployment strategies means in general you are asking, or
Yes, in
project
general,
specific?
in general.
Like deployment strategies of in general. Strategies like deployment strategies to change your upgrade and application. So there are main three types of deployment process is development, testing, and monitoring.
No, no, I was talking about this blue green deployment, canary deployment, rolling updates, recreate. Any idea about that? Heard about it?
Blue green deployment, I heard it.
Okay, like what does it
Canary
mean?
deployment, I heard it.
What does it mean?
Blue green, in the blue green it will be rollback will be done, and like blue green and canary. So canary is like blue green deployment is your current and new version of the your run in a parallel, and all the your traffic and all shifts to the next version or any new version. And the canary deployment once the new version rolls out incrementally to a like your subset of the users, or to be released or any to all the users, like that.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I think I'm done.